right, so last we left off in the story, you all woke up in the Banded Mare and Sailor's Knot, made your way over to the guard housing and talked to Cornelius. No, I'm a liar. That's a lie. I'm one session behind. Last we left off, you guys had set up a trap or some sort of diversion for the goblins you were about to fight, right? That's where we were. Yeah. Maqwynn had stepped out into the center of this path, playing her guitar, got the attention of some of the goblins, or the goblins, got shot in the shoulder, and a battle ensued. From this, you guys successfully killed one of the goblins, and during the battle, realized that what the leader goblin had transformed itself into what looked to be a giant wolf. After attacking you, almost downing, I think, two of the party, Olam and Sea Salt. You fended off the creature. One of the goblins actually helping you during the battle. You killed the creature. When you realized that the creature looked to be sucked back into some sort of plane of existence. Here, I actually have a story thing that I can read from.
Fire pillars.
Yeah, fire pillars. During this time, Olam decided to cut the head off one of the goblins as proof that you had rid the High Reach Mountains of goblins. During that time, the rest of the party were talking to Bilgog, the other goblin that was part of the scuttle. I don't know what the word would be. Whatever. And realized that they didn't actually kill the people in the cart that you discovered. They were just scavenging from it. Upon further investigation, realizing that whoever attacked this caravan did it precisely and intentionally, with you realizing that some of it was blown up and it looked like arrows were shot through it. And Glitch, noticing that blood trailed off into the nearby tree line, seeing a patch of grass that was missing in a circular shape. Inside of the circular shape were almost like if you were to take sand on sound, it was like rings of circles, perfect rings of circles. Using detect magic, you realize that it's faintly magical. From there, Maqwynn decided, I'm going to dig in it. So you guys made a makeshift shovel, dug a couple, a foot, I would say, or two, not noticing anything else. So from there, setting Bilgog off to the Sunless Marsh to roam the countryside by himself with his companion Teddy the Toad. You guys made your way back to Aeldun, talking to Cornelius and Garen, getting paid for the 500 gold, and not yet taking the troll adventure yet. You guys decided to split up the party. Some of you went to King's Cross, which is the section of the city where worship for all of the gods are, as well as the library in Aeldun. And the other half of you decided to go to Barhop, essentially, to ask questions. During this time, as Glitch and Varya, as you guys are making your way to King's Cross, you look back and Sea Salt is not with you.
If I may co-opt your phrase, Glitch, I believe it is, oh no.
Oh no!
So, from there we, let's start with King's Cross people. So you guys are in King's Cross. I think you guys can see Aeldun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you made your way into the center of worship within the city of Aeldun, seeing the giant obelisk that looks to have scripture and drawings of most every common god there is, you do look around and there are multiple cathedrals and sanctuaries for multiple different gods, each different in their respect to their deity. So you guys make your way into King's Cross, and you do see in the distance what looks to be a library type structure. It has a banner at the front that has a book.
Ooh. You know, I could be wrong. But didn't we have someone else with us? Or did I just imagine him the whole time?
I don't know. Perhaps he will just meet us back at the inn, next time we're there. If nothing else. I'm sure he knows how to contact us.
I guess so. Well, shall we?
Yes, let's go to the, library, scriptorium.
Wait! I'll go in first.
Thank you.
And he, tests the doorknob.
Okay, so it's not a small library at all. I would say the the top of this building reaches about 40 to 50 feet in height. And as you make your way closer to this building, it is very beautiful and ornate. It is it looks like it's made of silver, but it's made of stone. But the stone is so glittery and polished. It looks like silver and marble mixed together, and it has like inlays of gold that streak up the sides, and the roofs and the peaks of this library are actually inlaid with gold, and they are golden. And there are 3 sets of double doors at the front, and the stairs that lead up, about 20 stairs that lead up. And one of them is actually already open.
All right. Glitch will actually open another door,
Okay.
and then he'll start to go in the one that was already open with his right foot first, but then he stops himself and is like, "Oh, that was close," and enters with his left foot first.
Okay.
Varya will do the exact same thing just to humor her friend.
Okay. And as you guys walk into this library, both of you being scholarly type people, in your own respects, walk in and you see what looks like it's a giant open area to the right, left, and center, and in the back there are dozens and dozens of bookshelves that reach about 6 or 7 shelves high, and you see people on those ladders that kind of, I forget what they are called, but they're the ones that like glide across the top. But these ladders aren't attached to anything. They're magically gliding.
We call them
people.
gladders.
Alright, well...
And looking up, there are 3 stories. So it's kind of like if you've ever been in one of those hotels that have like an open center and then the rooms are around the side.
Yeah.
It's kind of that kind of concept. There's 3 stories, and each story has books.
Alright, oh, sorry.
It's okay. And as you walk in, there is a center desk with someone behind it. Looks to be an elderly elven woman. As much as an elf can have white hair, there are streaks of white through her blonde hair. And she's wearing like a dark blue, almost just not casual, but well kept dress that has like green inlaid in it.
Someone pinch me. I think I'm dreaming.
Yeah, as Varya steps in, she's just gonna take a moment and, like, internally just cry or something, because this is probably the first library she's been in since, like, 2 years ago. And,
Yeah.
It's not quite the library, it's very different, and in some ways it's fancier, but it's not the library she's familiar with, but it brings back this sense of home that she's been missing for a while.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly glance around the library, see if the indexing would be one that I'd be sort of familiar with vaguely, or whether, like, I would need to go ask the desk lady.
Yeah, so looking around at the shelves, it's kind of typical indexing inside of a library. They're alphabetical, and then also based on how many books in a series, they're also numbered. It's very, very well kept and very, very labeled. Easy to find things.
Nice. Well, where do we start?
I believe we came here to discuss, to search how to hunt monsters. So perhaps we should look up in this fantasy Dewey Decimal System whether or not they have indices on, or whether or not they have guides of some sort on how to slay trolls.
GUI decibel system.
Maybe that's a foreign concept to you. I'm sorry. My library uses that. I'm not sure everyone else's does.
Well, in the library back home, we just color coded them by the color of the book.
That sounds like a very infuriating system to work with, but I'm sure your librarians are very smart.
Well, all the books were also given covers depending on what they were written about, so it worked out. You know.
Oh, yes. I suppose, at the risk of sounding somewhat inconsiderate, that does seem to make sense with... I don't suppose this library was run by Dragonborn,
Yeah, well, it's all about colors with those people, you know.
Yeah, I don't mean to offend, you know, but... okay, that makes slightly more sense now. Alright.
Anyway, lead on!
Monsters. So let's look for... I guess trolls specifically.
Okay. You both can make investigation checks. This will determine how long it takes you to find this book. These books. Books. Any book.
Oh boy.
A pamphlet.
I don't suppose we get advantage or anything because we're, like, I'm a librarian, he's, well...
It's a book, it's a book, it's a book, it's a book.
You can make us...
Oh,
well,
well
that's...
It's okay, I'm good at this.
That's very in character. Alright.
Is someone writing... You guys rolled 21.
Oh my gosh.
It just heard it natural. Nice. Yeah, it takes you a matter of minutes. Both of you guys almost keep pace with each other. As soon as you enter the library, look in awe, you immediately start speed walking. Because you're in a library, you can't run. You start speed walking at the same exact pace, making your way to the T section. And it's cartoonish as you guys run and then turn a corner and run next to each other. And you guys reach out at the same time for the Book of Trolls. However, Varya gets her hands on it first.
We're good at this.
A natural 20. So yeah, you pull out a Book of Trolls. It's the title is the Book of Trolls. And so you would like to sit down and start reading about it?
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay. I'll say that you guys sit down, and for about a couple minutes, you start reading about... Hold on. Actually, I'll do this. So, as you guys are reading about trolls, you see a gentleman start walking his way over towards your table. Sekiam, if you would like to introduce your character.
No, I don't want to. Okay.
No, do it.
See a human male in his late 20s approach you as you converse. He has tan skin, black hair, and an inquisitive expression on his face. He wears garments with a design foreign for the continent of Evrand, a white sleeveless skillet, trousers, and boots. Even if the patterns are unfamiliar, the craftsmanship of his attire signifies he comes from a moneyed family. He approaches the both of you and he's like, hello. Hi there.
Oh, hello!
Can we help you? We're in the middle of something.
It's a very fascinating subject. I never knew there was so much information about trolls.
Yes, they are strange creatures indeed. Can we help you, though?
I noticed I was actually interested in talking to you about the trolls because I think it's something I want to get into, monster hunting and adventuring. Are you two adventurers by any chance?
We are Glitch and Bear, magical exterminators of slightly larger than average pests.
Yeah, you probably heard of us. I mean, we're pretty famous.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation just to make this tiny, like, little quiet firework because we're in a library.
Oh, wow.
You haven't heard of them at all?
He like stares at them with like, what did I just do? And he's like,
Anyway,
yes, I have heard of you. My name's Landon,
Landon.
Oh, nice to meet you, Landon.
Landon, by the way. Oh yeah. So, are you two
Dan is
monster
typing.
hunters, treasure hunters?
I mean, of late we've been monster hunters.
Yeah, we've been expanding our horizons, if you will.
Yeah, sort of accidentally, but yes. I suppose we could talk you in and see if the rest of our associates would be interested in working with you. We do have this pre-job hazing ritual, I believe. Go with it. Go with it.
Oh yes, first, before we let you join, I must ask you a series of questions to make sure you are not trying to kill me.
Trying
Okay.
to kill me.
I don't think I'm trying to, but
I'll be the judge of that.
yes.
2 days ago, what color socks did you wear?
I don't wear socks.
Oh, well, I guess that's fair. Well,
Do you, is invisible a color?
invisible, huh? That sounds pretty sketchy to me.
Well, what color of socks did you wear?
Well, blue, of course.
I believe those effects cancel each other out, Glitch.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 17. 7.
5.
I'm holding up 7 fingers behind Glitch's back.
Landon says 7.
Oh, you picked it. How did you know?
And then Landon looks at Varya. I don't know. You introduced me. Landon looks at Varya like, "Thank you." I think.
Well,
Lucky guess.
you seem to be an all right fellow to me.
This complicated test.
Well, you got my vote, so I guess we can. You can come with us. We were actually about to go and take care of the troll, which is why we're here.
Yes, there is a bounty, which we are teaming up with some associates for. And yes, that's it. We are doing our research while our friends are cavorting about bars trying to see if there are street smarts of some sort that might prove superior. Although
I mean,
seriously
can a
doubt it.
street really be smart, though?
Yes,
it's just
it is-
made of stone.
Yes, it is a very strange expression. I believe it's a human expression. You're a human, right? I mean, you don't have ears, or you don't have pointy ears, so I would assume that you are in fact a human. Although I guess there are non-humans who don't have pointy ears. I mean, Rumble has rounded ears.
Var, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I got to get distracted there.
Yes, I'm human, and I don't really know how to react to this, but I would love to join.
All right.
Good.
If you could
But
give us
you're
a few,
hunting the trolls today, like today.
give it another day or two. We are still preparing.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you.
Landon, as you just stand there, this conversation between these two companions, just completely, you don't know how to process any of this. Like, it's just that these two individuals are, the way they conversate and bounce off each other is insane. It is a sight to see.
Like, Landon looks very confused. Like,
Yeah.
he was like hoping he would get into an adventuring party one day, but he didn't know it would be this. To get into one, he was like,
So with what you guys found, I'm pulling up all of the monster manuals right now. All right, so the trolls you find information on in this book of trolls. There's something called a dire troll. Is a troll that kills and eats almost anything, including in rare cases other trolls. It is a cannibalistic troll. Dire trolls also increase in their size by grafting flesh and organs onto themselves. When a slab of quivering troll flesh is bound against a fresh wound on a dire troll, its regenerative capacity incorporates the new mass onto its muscular structure. So these trolls look like a makeup of just random parts of other things, and they can have more than 1 or 2 or 4 limbs, heads. That's what a dire troll is. And I'll give you more in-depth stuff about these trolls. I'm not gonna, read all of it. But the next troll you see is something called a rot troll. It is a troll that is infused with waves of necrotic energy. As it regenerates, it can develop a symbiotic relationship with that deadly power. As the troll's body withers, its flesh falls off from its body as quickly as it forms. Eventually, these type of trolls are unable to regenerate after a certain amount of time. But they are trolls that their skin and it's just constantly falling off and regenerating itself. The next type of troll you find in the book, I didn't even know there was this many trolls. is a spirit troll. A troll that is blasted with psychic energy can take a non-physical form when it regenerates. Its psyche survives, but the body of a spirit troll is insubstantial as a shadow. The trolls are unaware of their transition, but it still moves attacks with the teeth and claws as it did. So these kind of trolls, they're almost like a ghost that haunts someone, but in troll form. So you kill the troll and it comes back as a spirit troll, and it only has one victim in mind, and that's the person that killed it.
That sounds perfectly horrifying. Several of these articles mention regeneration of some sort. Is there any mention of how to fight trolls? Like, are there ways to, I imagine a foe that can regenerate would be a formidable enemy, so is there something we'd need to do with that?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
like a weakness.
So looking through all this, there are also types of trolls that have venomous and poisonous liquids inside of them, and every time you attack or do damage to them, it sprays out this acidic liquid. There are the same troll can spew out acid from its mouth. And then you see the last troll in this book is a common troll. A large creature, large green creatures. They have regeneration. All of these trolls have regenerative abilities. It does note in here that there have been cases of trolls that when their limbs are cut off, their limbs still are able to move and attack on its own. There's also mentions in here that fire seems to work well against trolls. This is only because you got a natural 20. And some trolls are more prone to receiving acid damage as well. But fire and acid seem to be decent things to use against trolls that have regenerative abilities.
Yes, you see this line here, Glitch, about fire being a common aversion to them, and how there's some speculation that may halt their regenerative abilities.
I can do fire.
Yeah, I can do fire too. I'm not going to firebolt, I'm going to press the digitation of Tiny Flame just because, Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'm not. I'm a librarian. Just set up freaking fire. Yeah, never mind. I have much better judgment than this. All right. I think
Varya raises her hand and then stops. Probably not a good idea.
Yes.
Also, you do read that trolls are also able to be paid, and as payment, they demand food or treasure. You've heard stories in this book. There are stories of trolls under bridges that will kill people they're very territorial when they get their own territory. If they're not going to kill someone, you have to pay it to get you guys, or it will kill you. And they're not very intelligent at all. And they only speak giant.
Interesting. I believe we have what we need. Is there any other light reading that you want to do here? Because I have some things I'd like to look up.
Well, there's there's so much in here. I'm sure I can find something.
Alright, well, I have 2 more topics that I think I said last time, or I think I said in the chat before that I'd be interested. One would just be fundamentals of meta magic. I'm really invested in whatever the hell Marithel did in session 1, so I kind of want to learn how to do that trick myself. And 2, because we just fought a Bargeist, or Barghest, however you say its name, I kind of want to find out about, like, these shape-shifting abominations and whatnot. Just, like, for future reference.
Landon, make a history check.
Me? Okay.
As Varya mentions Bargeist. Okay. You've heard the name of a creature named a Bargeist. You know they are fierce, deadly creatures, but that's all you know about them. So as Varya mentions that it just got done killing a Bargeist and she wants to do more research on them, you overhear this, and that's what you know about them.
Yeah. Landon just across the desk from them with like his hands together, be like, "I'm just happy to be here," face. I think like Landon's like, "Oh, you already killed something? You already killed a bar, guys?"
Yeah. Well, it was no big deal. Just a big furry creature. Basically, yeah.
I think we're the only 2 party members who didn't almost die on that trip.
Yeah. We were the smart ones there, I think.
I think in general that is very true.
You can tell that Landon's eyes are like opening up a bit, like starry eyed, like these people are legit. Amazing.
Nice.
They speak the truth.
We already have a fanboy.
You don't even have a party name yet.
That's true. You
It
know
doesn't
what,
count
Var? I think I'd actually like to visit the temple to Bahamut that's here.
Alright, I'm going to be here chatting up this elven librarian. She's a kindred spirit of sorts. So, how about I meet you in a couple hours at the obelisk, and we'll go join the rest.
All right, I'm pretty sure she's an elf, not a spirit, but okay. I'll see you later.
Landon, who are you going with?
Yeah, Landon like sees Glitch, who he feels is like very odd, and then he looks at Varya, who's like intensely like studying her books, and was like, "Just go with Glitch for now."
Nice.
Okay, so Glitch and Landon, you guys break off from the library and make your way over to the Platinum Sanctuary that is inside of King's Cross. And it is very easy to tell which one this is, because from the other cathedrals they're all ornately decorated and crafted in their own different ways for their deity. The Platinum Sanctuary, it is very ostentatious, and it lets you know what it is. The entire sanctuary looks like it's actually made of platinum, but it is a silver-esque white marble. And it looks like there are 2 spires on the front, and there's a staircase that like 5 stairs that lead up to like a circular what is it called, like a walking space plateau thing in the
Balcony?
yeah in the center of that is a giant statue of the platinum dragon Bahamut that you see, and behind it is, like the library, these giant double doors, but they had 3 sets, so they weren't astronomically big. The Platinum Sanctuary's doors, this statue of Bahamut looks like it could fit through those doors, and the statue itself is like 15 feet tall. And there's 2 doors that are open. And looking inside as you make your way, the floor is lined in kind of like black and white marble, freshly polished. There's not much sound at all. The entire room itself, as there was a platinum dragon out front, as you walk inside, there's actually a stained glass window in the back that in the middle of the stained glass window is actually the visage and head of the platinum dragon Bahamut, almost looking as though it's smiling, and its wings outstretched across almost the entire back wall. And underneath it is from its mouth is like a fountain that's coming down into this giant pool of water that looks like there are multiple people who are sitting in front of it just worshiping. But as you walk in, as you make your footfalls, they all echo throughout the hall. It is one central giant room that reaches about 30 feet in height.
Nice. And Glitch, of course, is very careful to explain not stepping on too many cracks.
There are no cracks.
No, on the way over, mostly.
Okay. I was going to say, as you make your way into the sanctuary, the floor, there are no cracks at all. It's like one single slate of marble.
Well, that's good. It'll make this easier. And remember, don't step on too many cracks, but if you do, make sure you step on an even amount of them, all right? Earthquakes, all right? Trust me. It happens. I've seen it happen.
Are you telling this to Landon right now?
Yeah, that's what he would have told you on the way over there.
Landon, I was like, should I be taking this down? Or... Also, question like, are the socks a requirement for adventure?
It's a personal preference, I guess.
Okay.
But if you're going to wear them, wear the right ones. Anyway.
What are the right ones?
Well, we'd have to ask the universe for that, and the universe takes forever to respond. We don't have time right now.
And Landon has like piece of parchment like, where ask the universe socks.
Takes forever.
Mostly, I find if you just wear a pair of socks, we can find out if they're good or bad. Depending on if we get into any trouble.
And how many holes should a sock have?
Wait, what?
How many holes should a sock have?
Holes? Why would you ever allow holes in your socks?
Well, how else would you put your foot in it?
Oh, well, that makes more sense. Only one hole available, but you have to wear at least 2 socks.
On one foot?
No, one on each.
I knew
He's
that.
speaking his language, that's all. It's amazing.
Dear Lord.
Oh, look, we're here. This is certainly a fine specimen of the Temple of Bahamut. Of course, not as grand as the one back home, but...
I was actually going to mention that this temple is, if not as grand, a little bit grander.
Oh, okay.
Being that Aeldun is such a rich, and East Varya is such a rich kingdom, it seems like all of these places in King's Cross, specifically, they wasted no money in crafting these places. It's not as big and respected as the one in Olari, but this one is definitely almost on par with its beauty.
Not as big, but definitely shinier, as far as I remember. They probably clean at least twice a day, which is good.
Do they not clean your temple?
Oh, well, yeah, but only once a day. And it really irritated me because it's an uneven number. Anyway.
Landon like ponders for just a moment, like, would you consider 0 an even number?
Well, I'd have to get back to you on that one. According to my calculations. For now, though, I think I probably would. welcome to the Temple of Bahamut. I myself am what you might call a weaver of light. I studied in the Temple of Bahamut all my life before I left.
Good to know. I'm Landon. Landon Co.
Oh man.
And a wonderful name it is.
As you make your way into the Platinum Sanctuary, an elderly gentleman, human, in white robes. In the center is a shield lined with silver. In the center, blue. The logo of Bahamut, the platinum dragon in the center. Hello, can I help you?
Yes. I've come to pay my respects and to our Lord and Savior Bahamut.
Well, let me know if you need anything. You can worship and pray over there by the fountain of Bahamut.
Yes, of course.
And he leads you to it. And looking around, you do see there. So this person looked more like a priest that you're used to, and kind of lined. There's like two on each side. There are more armored individuals. You can see two of them have spell books that are chained to their side. And you recognize this as the statue of the Light Weavers. Not statue. That's what the Light Weavers look like.
And Glitch takes extra care to avoid eye contact with them as he approaches the altar.
All right.
And he kind of like pulls his cloak or shirt or whatever over his own spellbook.
Okay. Concealing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do as you just go in there and...
Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna ask Bahamut what he wants of me.
Okay.
And yeah, pretty much.
All right. So as you two are in the Platinum Sanctuary, Glitch paying his respects to Bahamut, we'll go back to Varya in the library.
I'll be right back.
You'll make another investigation check since this is separate from trolls.
Okay.
You're looking for shapeshifters, right?
Yeah. So can we just say the fundamentals of meta magics happen because that's a level up.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you do find books and research on furthering your capabilities as a sorcerer with meta magic, and you do. There's something known as subtle spells, not having to say verbal components, or verbal. I'm pretty sure it's verbal act. You don't have to say a
Yes.
spell. You just do
They
it.
eliminate. This is a very strange method where you can assert your will over the weave in such a way that you don't need to use verbal or somatic components. It's a little exhausting, taxing. Okay.
Looking at that research, you kind of possibly put together that Marathel, when he snapped his finger, was a type of subtle spell. So he might be a sorcerer.
Okay. Would you like me to? Sorry. Is this roll for the shapeshifters thing now, or?
The Bargeist and shapeshifters, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 11. That's very average. Aggressive.
So
average.
it takes you about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to find, browsing through these books. You go to the B's and look for Bargeist. There are no records. You finally make your way to the S, which is on the second floor. And you find shapeshifters, and in there are records of a Bargeist creature. Creatures that pose as goblins. They can only shapeshift into two things: their true form of the Bargeist, or a goblin. And their main goal is to lure goblins and eat them. The Bargeist is a large fiend. It is not a type of wolf or a creature. They are from hold on. They feed on the souls of goblins. Hold on. Okay, yeah. And also reading over, it seems that Bargeists have been recorded when killed, returned to one of the hells. So they are not from this plane of existence. They are from one of the planes of the hells. And fire used against a Bargeist with enough fire will actually banish it back to its place of origin.
Fascinating, although not entirely new. Are there any other creatures we should be looking out for, or is that it?
With the going over shapeshifters, you also find readings of werewolves, vampires. There is a note on one of the pages. It's a very small footnote, and it says changelings ? And it doesn't go into detail. It just says that they had seen, this person who wrote this book had seen somebody that looked humanoid shape its body in form into something else, and was able to shape into multiple different things. And it says that these people take the appearance, they are very pale, no irises, and there's not much left on this footnote other than a very brief section of this kind of creature or person or humanoid. Trying to think, is there anything else? What did I say? I said Bargeist. I said lycanthropes, right?
Yeah, shapeshifters, werewolves / lycanthropes, vampires, and changelings ? Okay. Yeah, so I don't want to take up too much other time. I'm just gonna spend the rest of my time, just quickly chatting up the librarian, and this doesn't have to be on screen. I just want to, I just like to get to know her a little bit, and then I'm gonna go meet Glitch, and then go to the bar hopping team.
Alright. The librarian's name, which I will hold on. I said he was an elf, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Elf name generator.
Her name is Janice.
Her name is Grena.
Oh.
Grena.
Okay. Does she have a last name?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Generator doesn't provide one.
I will spend the rest of my time chatting up Grena, my fellow librarian, as much as I possibly as much as she will allow, and then I will meet up with Glitch and strange new human companion, and then we'll go and find bar hopping friends soon.
All right. So from there, after I mark off that I used this name, hold on. All right. So from there, we make our way over to the party of Maqwynn, Olam, and Rumble. And I will change this song.
We're the fun team.
You guys really are.
Okay, so we make our way over to you three. What was I saying? So you guys are in Port Whitestone. You see that there are about 6 or 7 pretty decent-sized ships, and there are multiple people working at the docks right now, loading and taking off goods. And you guys make your way to Sailor's Knot, the small section by Port Whitestone where there's the inn, the Bannered Mare, where you've been before. And you guys make your way into the Bannered Mare. Again, not a rundown tavern at all, just not as extravagant as the Sapphire Chalice. And you guys, what would you like to do?
walk up to the bar.
Mhm.
I kind of lean on it.
Mhm.
So, any good pubs around here?
You say pubs?
Pubs.
So the gentleman at the bar. Well, besides the Banded Mare and the Sapphire Chalice.
Is there only 2 places in the whole city?
Well, there are other establishments that, are not as good.
Okay. Where are they?
I mean, there's
What's
other
their
places to drink, but not stay.
Yeah, I don't want to stay anywhere else. I just want
Oh.
to go on a bender, okay?
It's a little early for that, don't you
Oh
think?
my god.
No! It's not. You don't get it.
It's like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, you're right. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. So, what are those other places so I can go there at night and get shit faced?
Oh, I gotcha. Well, I mean, there's only one other place really, and it's also in Sailor's Knot. It's the Moorside.
The Moorside Tavern.
It's like 20 feet that way. And he points east.
I
You
see.
guys are this one. He points to this one.
Okay.
Other than other places to drink and get quote unquote shit faced, this Moorside and Sapphire Chalice are your best bets.
Great.
You could also hang out at Port Whitestone. I'm pretty sure that a bunch of sailors there have just random liquor, just drink.
That might be fun. Okay. It's 9 a.m., so
Did you want to drink or
no.
like? Oh,
Thank you, though. It's early. Tell me, friend, do you know anything about vicious trolls?
well, I heard they're green, big, nasty, and kill things a
Hmm.
lot. I heard that there's one at the South Forest that's been killing hitchhikers and travelers.
Yeah. Really unfortunate.
I really don't get out much. I own this place and keep it up to par. And
No, I don't believe it. You seem like such a world-weary
I
person.
feel like you're being sarcastic right now.
Of course not. No, I'm not. I'm trying to be friendly, man. I'm not being sarcastic, okay? I just want to be like social.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty social. Like, I'm a bartender.
Yeah, that's great. Why do we always come here in the morning?
I don't know. You guys always come back here in the morning.
That's awful. Maybe just like a sip of ale, just like a small sip.
Okay. Just to wreck on something, I just realized that it wouldn't have been 9 o'clock in the morning.
No.
It'd probably be like 11 or 12 because you guys came back from.
That's fine. That's
Yeah,
still
sorry.
the same, but you know.
Yeah, it's still morning drinking.
Yeah.
What kind of ale do you fancy? Or drink?
It's a good one.
We have plenty of good ones.
Just give me some dwarven ale. I don't.
He pours you what looks like a dark, almost Guinness-looking ale. And hands it to you.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank
one
you.
silver piece.
There you go. Thanks.
Rumble does woke up to Mac and was just like, Rumble not understand why drink so early.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Thanks, man. We'll check those places out. We'll be back in the evening to celebrate. Let's go grab a table and see where we should go next. Okay. And
Rumble just
I'll
following
lead
confused.
Rumble to one of the tables and
All right.
follow him, I guess.
Being that there's not many patrons at the bar right now, or in the tavern right now.
Yeah.
So you easily find a table.
Yeah. Okay. I'll sit down and I will not drink my drink. I'll just stare at it.
Olong goes up to the bar and also comes back with 2 dwarven ales, and starts to drink them. Rumble, you're just sitting at the table, right?
Yeah, he's just sitting at the table.
Maybe bar hopping wasn't such a good idea for troll finding.
Rumble not understanding this bar hopping.
Well, it happens where there's lots of like bars on one street, for example, and you want to really celebrate, and you go to one of them and you drink a lot of alcohol and you have a merry old time, and then you go to the next one. And it's even better because you don't know anyone there, and now you have the excitement of meeting new people and drinking more, and then it continues. It's really fun activity if there's more than 2 places you can drink in the entire city. What kind of 3 places you can drink in the entire city? They have so much money here. So much gold. Why is there only 3 places? There's no sense in that. Why?
Rumble just looks like, I don't have these answers.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Rumble and Olin, we have to find stuff about trolls. Though I don't think we'll find stuff about trolls, actually. I really wanted to just go around the bars a little bit. But I am curious about something.
Yes.
What's with the candle?
What candle?
The one you took.
As soon as you say that,
In
he
the
looks...
chalice?
He looks... As soon as you say he took it, he looks utterly distraught and instantly goes for his bag and just digs through it. Just like, when he sees the candle, it looks like his world is just basically shattered around him.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned it.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Here, have some more. And I'll pull out. I have 5 candles. I'll give him all of them.
No. And he stands up. You said that Rumble stole this as a challenge?
Oh, you didn't steal it. It's a candle.
No, but Rumble took it. It's not Rumble. Rumble needs to hand it back. It was chalice, right?
Okay. Yeah, sure. We can hand it back. Okay. Let's go.
It's like power walking through a silver chalice.
Yeah, I'll Max skipping behind him like, wait.
Okay, so you've all 3 of you, or all 3 of you, follow Rumble at the speed of light to the Sapphire Chalice. As you make your way to the Sapphire Chalice, Rumble leading the charge about 20 feet in front of you guys. You burst through the doors. What do you do?
He's looking for someone that works there.
All right.
Like a barmaid or anything.
Yeah, there are multiple barmaids around, serving the patrons of the tavern. The inn.
Yeah. Rumble walks over to one of the barmaids and like, excuse me, miss.
Yes, how can I help you?
He's just holding this candle in his hand. It's like, Rumble accidentally took this from your place. Rumble is returning it. He's utterly sorry about this.
She kind of looks perturbed a little bit. You took it from here? By accident.
That's what the Rumble been told. Rumble did not mean to take it, but Rumble is giving it back.
How exactly did you accidentally steal something?
No, wait. He didn't steal anything. It was just a random candle lying on a tray or something. Just take the candle back. I'll give you 5 more and a gold, and we can forget about this whole candle mess. It's just a candle.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. She kind of reaches her hand out very sheepishly for the candle.
Yeah,
There. A gold for you.
Yeah, Rumble hands it over.
She, as you give her the gold and she takes the candle, she kind of looks around, trying to see if anyone's watching her, and she pockets the gold.
Great.
Well, thank you for being so honest, I guess. Would you all like a table?
Rumble is trying to redeem himself.
You know, can you just go to the bar and get me a non-alcoholic cocktail?
Sure. There's a table over there, and she points over to one of the empty tables.
Yeah, thank you.
Right to you.
I'll wait for you. Thank you. Let's just sit down. And are there any people here?
Oh, there's actually quite a bit of people here, drinking and conversing. You see multiple people around the central bar that's in the center of this tavern. Multiple people sitting in all of the tables. And you do notice that at the top of the railing on the second floor, there's Marithil.
Great.
With his ornate, expensive chalice drinking. And he looks at you two, or you three, and just nods his head.
Amused from the show of Rumble desperately trying to return a candle.
And a smirk kind of runs across his face.
Okay. I will give a small nod and I'll look around the room and try to determine if there's any... if there's any adventurers here.
There is what looks to be a group of 3 people that look more armored, and they have swords at their side, drinking some ale. Other than that, all of the other patrons look to be workers. Some guards are there that look like they're not on their shift right now.
Okay.
But as you are looking around, you hear from behind you what's a male's voice. He says, "Holy shit, Maqwynn!"
Oh my god. I'll turn around. Who is it?
You vaguely remember this person from your childhood. They look a lot older, obviously. He has brown short hair that has like a white streak through it. Very scruffy beard. Kind of thin, but also muscular at the same time. You recognize this. This is someone, again, from your childhood that used to work with your parents.
Oh, great.
And he walks over.
Any name?
His name
Am
is
I
Terry.
recalling Terry? Okay.
Terry. He walks over.
Terry.
He walks over to you.
Hi. What?
You're not Maqwynn, right? This is a joke.
Hi. Yeah. Come. Sit down with us.
He
Guys.
looks like he's seen a ghost almost.
Yeah, I'll get up and I'll just kind of grab his arm and like by the back and just like kind of gently push him towards the table with us. Come on.
He sits down with his ale and kind of starts rubbing his face a little bit, looking at you.
There.
He's almost like staring at you. And then he
Yeah.
like breaks the stare and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Tarek. It's very nice to meet you. What is your name?" And he points to you, Rumble.
Rumble on the plains, but my friends call me Rumble.
It's very nice to meet you, Rumble. And he looks over at Olam. And, what is your name? Oh, my name is Olam. And he looks at Olam.
Oh, that's a very good impersonation of all.
He looks at Olam. Did you understand a word he just said?
Oh yes, he just said,
My name is Olam.
this is Olam.
Nice to meet you, Olam. Nice to meet you.
So,
He looks right
Terry.
back at you. I
Terry.
thought you were dead.
Why would you
What do you mean? Why?
guys? Could you give me a second with Terry for just a little bit?
Yes, of course.
Thank you
Rumble just
so
stands
much.
Thank
Olam
you.
just kind of he gets his stuff and just walks over to another table with Rumble. So, with the other players not being here, I'm going to start a different call with Billy.
Okay.
Oh no.
Alright.
You guys, we'll be
You guys
back.
don't have a method to record this, so good luck.
Okay.
Bye,
The
Billy.
secrecy begins.
Your Rumble is so adorable. I
I
absolutely
know.
adore Rumble. I absolutely adore Rumble.
I must redeem myself.
It is really like Billy said. Like it looks like a cinnamon bun. It's a cinnamon bun.
Like, so that's like
It's
a
like-
it's like a 2-hour walk across the city, right? It's like 1 or
Probably.
2 hours, so you just like have a 4-hour round trip, just literally to
Just to return a
candles.
candle.
That's great.
Does it obvious like what Landon's class is?
Sorry, what?
Was it obvious like what Landon's class was? Well, no, I don't think it was super obvious.
No, not with the RP. I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Okay. What was sea salt like?
Sea salt. He
Traumatized, I'd say.
he was a storyteller. He bragged often about his escapades and what are
In a
you?
very traumatized voice.
I don't know, would like self-aware edgelord be a good way to describe it?
Oh, that's great.
This is Jared. Jared?
Yeah.
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 I played with him in a one-shot. He probably played something similar. He was like a demon hunter from hell. Well, I was Denise from accounting. It was like really
Yes.
Alright, while we're here, is there anything that you would have told us while we were walking back towards the Sailor's Knot in the Banded Mare? Just so we get to
good
know you
point.
better.
Okay, so I've only created Landon in like the past 12 hours, but I talked about with Jonathan for a bit. Landon tells you he's actually not from Ephira, he's from, what's the continent name? Suri? The other continent?
Oh.
Off the top of my head, I think there's like Citra and
Citra,
Orion.
there we
Yeah,
go.
Siri is
Thank you.
definitely one.
Citra.
Is it
And
Citra or
he's
Siri.
from the
Okay, sorry, I'm wrong. Don't listen to me.
Siri?
Yeah, there's one
Citra.
called Siri, at least that's what I know.
Okay, he's not from the continent of Ephira, and he's from the city of Janu. And he's new in town. He's only been here for 3 weeks.
It's new
And
in
he's
town.
not as he's not the John Mulaney reference. Yeah. And he's not as dumb as he looks, I swear to God.
You can't be dumber than the Rumble.
He's just a bit naive and sheltered for now. Let's leave it at that.
I tell you that when Rumble had bar hopping, he thought they would be hopping to the bars.
Yes.
Back in a second.
You guys aren't hopping on the cracks, are you?
Well, I don't know. Rumble probably ran over quite few of them because he was focused on returning the candle.
Well, Landon doesn't know what the cracks are yet, so he'll have to figure it out, or we'll have to tell him. Oh. What's Mac's race? Like, I couldn't tell from the picture.
Half elf? I think.
Okay, gotcha. And Varya? Varya is an elf or a half elf?
I am an Eldun woman. I am 122 years old. I have tan skin and purple hair. And I am space British because Jonathan made all the people in this all the elves in this campaign space British. And I just said, damn it.
It's quite a party that we have.
Hey, we've been human now, it's great.
Yeah.
That means we're
I have a
very
feeling-
grounded in normalcy.
I have a feeling I have to gravitate towards, like, I am the sane one here, I swear to God.
We have a dwarf that we can barely understand. We have Maqwynn that's...
A character.
Yeah, it's quite a character.
She's a fake alcoholic.
She's a fake alcoholic, yes. We have the very, very... we have the librarian. We have the absolute paranoid Dragonborn.
A very lost and confused fanboy.
Yeah. And then we have... Then we have Rumble that refers to himself in third person. That apparently is so guilt-tripped by stealing a candle.
Well, how did you accidentally steal a candle?
How did he what?
How did you accidentally steal a candle?
He's a kleptomania.
Ooh.
It happens.
Yeah.
Occurred in the first session. At approximately 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 29 seconds is the timestamp. Rumble fails a wisdom save.
Yes.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I failed a wisdom save, and then I was told to do a sleight of hand check.
It's
So I stole a candle.
Kleptomanian see, oh, it's adorable.
And when he did steal it, although he didn't know he stole it at the time, but when he did, he, like, unbeknownst to himself, he started to lowly purr.
Are your characters all from the continent of Ifira? Ifira.
Varya very much is. She is a lifelong resident of the of East of Varya. In fact, East of Varya.
Mm-hmm.
I think the continent is named pronounced East of Varya, and my character is Varya, so it is a very confusing thing. You could say it's very confusing. That's a terrible pun. Do not attempt to copy that.
I didn't understand, I'm so sorry.
Rumble comes from Siri.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's theory, but there's a Citra Empire, so you're all
Yeah.
both correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Man, there are a lot of empires here.
I'm from Olari.
Hmm.
The one in the bottom left.
Okay. I see it. Alright, so Rumble, like, do you know what city you're from in theory?
Yes.
Are you going to, or is it like confidential information for now?
A little bit.
Okay.
You
I
just
got
have
that.
to ask him in character. He might answer.
I think, I don't know, it'll depend if I'll have to ask Jonathan if he'll recognize that you're from Siri, because if he doesn't, then he probably won't really think about it.
You just have to see, like, when you see... Because I think he did say that tabaxi in East Varya was quite a rare sight.
Ooh, are you more, like, did you discuss that your tabaxi would be more common in Siri? Is that something you
I think so. I think I made it up for him that they're more comfortable there or something. I'm not sure. You have to ask him.
Alright.
Vaguely remember that it was when Varya spotted Rumble in the street. I think Jonathan did note that it was quite a rare sight to see a tabaxi.
Mm-hmm. How did, like, your characters meet? Did you arrange that in session 0, or was it like session 1? You're in a tavern.
We were in a
No, we were on the
marketplace.
street.
We were in a marketplace, and then strange stuff went down, and some commoners started attacking people. Oh,
What?
hello, Jonathan's back.
What?
Hello.
Hello.
What happened?
Nothing.
So the gentleman at the table with Maqwynn gets up and leaves.
I'll wave to the others to come.
Can I like insight to see like the emotion he has when he walks?
Yeah, sure. Mike and insight check. Yeah, so he kind of after the conversation, he gets up and he looks like that first he saw a ghost and he was surprised. He looks very almost happy in a sense, and as he gets up, walks off like he's in a hurry. Be somewhere.
Alright. Well, seeing he leaves, Rumble like stands and walks back over to Maqwynn. It's like, did Maqwynn have a nice talk with her friend?
Yeah. Awesome talk. Great talk. Yeah.
So, why did he believe that you were dead? You look
Well,
quite alive to Rumble.
I used to know him, and then I did something, and then I changed the locations, and I guess no one back home knows what happened. So,
Should you perhaps contact them in some way?
yes, that is what I was discussing with my friend there. To notify them that I'm fine. Well, you know, I changed the locations. I was pretty far away. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright. I hope
Anyway.
it works out for you.
Well, thank you, Rumble. That's very nice. Really appreciate it. Where's that barmaid with that cocktail?
At this point, she does come over. All right, here's your cocktail. Made with multiple types of juices, no alcohol at all.
Thank you. That's appreciated. Here, have 2 more gold.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Does anyone else at the table need anything?
Rumble could go for some milk again. And he
Alright.
slides over a gold coin.
One more. All right. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you.
You're very good tippers.
Yeah.
It's this barmaid's lucky day.
At
Yeah.
this point, Olam has downed 3 large pitchers of ale.
Oh, man.
And she goes off.
Oh, before the barmaid walks out, oh, yes, miss, one more thing for Rumble.
Oh, yes.
I'm not from here, but this town, this city, does it have like somewhere you can donate money to people that are in need?
Well, the treasury can help you with that. They usually disperse the gold amongst the city folk. You can also go to local businesses and donate things as well.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
You know, Rumble, I do appreciate your need to help the needy, but Aeldun is a very rich city, and people seem to be well off. Maybe we should wait until we're somewhere else, and you can donate to people that really need it.
If this city were so well off, they wouldn't have children running around trying to steal a meal for the day.
Oh yeah, I
Got him.
forgot about that.
Plot holes.
You know, you are correct, Rumble. Maybe there's something fishy here. Well,
Make a perception check.
oh,
Okay. No, is it coming towards us again?
Huh? What?
Oh, no.
no, don't come over.
Rumble, you noticed that Marathil is not where he was before.
Oh, fuck, he's coming over, isn't he? Alright. Okay! He's just not there.
Mhm.
Can I glance around to see if he's like coming over? Because last time he noticed he wasn't there, he came over.
With your 24, you do see him. Looks like he's making his way downstairs.
He's gonna lead towards Maqwynn. Like, I believe the owner might be coming over again. Not
Oh
quite
man, I
sure.
hate that guy. Okay, follow my lead. And I will get up from this table and go sit with the adventure type people that I noticed earlier.
Okay.
Just like
You just
slip
get
up
up and
to-
sit at their table.
Yeah.
Bull follows.
One of them is okay. So as you make your way over, I have to take notes. As you make your way over to this table, you notice that one of them doesn't have as much armor as the other ones. Probably like leather around it, on its shoulders. Very tall humanoid figure, pale, bald head, no hair on its face. Looks
Oh.
like tattoos on its chest and body and arms. And attached to his back is a giant greatsword.
Oh.
Hold on. Hold on. I have to take this down. All right. The next one looks to be a fellow that it looks like hygiene. Something he's proud of. His hair is done perfectly. He has a mustache that curls on each end, blonde hair, green eyes. He almost looks like, if you guys know the movie Thor. Remember that guy with the rapier?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like that guy. Hold on. I just get a picture of him. Yeah, this guy. He almost looks like this guy. Green armor with the cape, or not green armor, green tunic and metal breastplate with the cape, with the rapier on his side, and the other one looks like a halfling, long brown hair, very unique bifocal glasses, and looks as though she is reading out of a book. And you guys come over, sit at the table, plop down, and the big pale one looks at you. Hey, can I help you?
Hi, friends. I don't mean to disturb you. I just couldn't help but notice that, well, you seem like the traveler type. Please do correct me if I'm wrong.
The very, I guess, handsome one speaks up. Oh, well, I wouldn't say adventurers, more like legends.
Legends.
So
Well,
humble too.
Isn't it that just peachy? Dear legends, I was hoping. You seem like, the type that knows a lot for some reason. And could I just ask you a few questions? Maybe like, exchange tips and tricks about the type of business that you're working in? Anything really. I'm trying to help my group a little bit with a task that we've undertaken. And, well, it's always better to ask someone with experience.
Well, we do have quite a bit of experience with the adventuring. What kind of questions are you asking?
Maqwynn,
Maqwynn,
nice to meet
thank
you.
My name is Carrick. The big one over there is Vito, and the small one over here is Eerie. I really hate it when you call me Eerie, or the small one. I honestly.
Oh, yeah, that's... I would agree with the miss. That's not nice. Anyway, friends. This is my friend Rumble.
Nice to
Rumble
make your
waves.
acquaintance, Rumble.
And this is my friend Olem.
So,
Yeah.
what questions do you have? We were kind of eating our lunch.
Oh, what are they eating?
The big one looks like he is almost done eating an entire turkey.
Oh man.
The halfling looks like she's eating like a chicken salad almost. And then and you do notice about the one that is talking more, Carrick. He does have pointy ears. He seems as though he might be an elf. He looks to be eating like a platter of like meats and cheeses.
I see. Okay. Oh, very sorry to interrupt. Are they drinking something by any chance?
Yeah. So the elf is Carrick is drinking wine. The halfling looks like Eerie's look like she's drinking water, and the big guy there's like multiple tankards on the table.
Allow me to make it up to you. And I'll wave to the barmaid.
The barmaid starts walking over.
Another one of what they're having. On me.
Okay, right up. And Carrick looks at you.
Push my glass towards Miss Eerie. Here, try this. It's very nice. It's not.
Is it alcoholic?
No.
All right. And she takes it and starts drinking it. Oh, is this a mixture of juices?
Yes, a cocktail.
It's quite nice.
Yes, indeed. Well, friends, I don't suppose you might have ever fought a troll by any chance?
No. But we did hear that somewhere in this We did hear that somewhere in the city we could get a quest to go kill one. And I
Oh,
heard it's very nice amount of money.
oh. Well, I guess it is. What did they offer?
Well, we just overheard things. We're probably going to go ask around a little more after we've had our lunch.
I see.
Why do you
Well,
ask?
Well, you see, one of my friends, she's not here right now. She's researching beasts of all kind. She's been stuck at the library looking at trolls all day, and to be quite honest, it's not really my kind of place. So I thought I'd just, try and help out, see if there was anyone with a bit of experience, something that maybe the books wouldn't show. Help her out a little
The
bit.
halfling speaks up. Oh, the books always show something.
Yeah.
She really likes to read books.
That's a wonderful thing, I think.
Rumble
Um,
thought that books only show things when they have pictures in them.
The big one, Vito, speaks up. I hate books.
To each his own or her, to each their own.
He's just saying that because he's stupid.
Well, no, you see, Miss Erie, that's...
No, she's right. I'm pretty stupid.
That is fine. A lot of people have said the same about Rumble.
But I
Well-
kill things really well.
Yes, see? As long as you have something that you're proud of in yourself.
He's not wrong.
deep
He's very
inside.
good at cutting things in half.
Oh God!
I could believe that, yes. I'll
Rumble is
lean
looking
back
very
and look at the
uncomfortable.
sword.
What'd you say?
Rumble?
Rumble is just looking very uncomfortable.
Olam is almost just like he's drinking ale. He's having a great time. He's
Yeah.
almost
I
trying
would
to
imagine.
converse with the big guy.
Well, it's a real pity that I couldn't get any information about the troll for my friend, but... Well, what are you gonna do? She's just
Well,
gonna have to rely on the books.
Well, I have heard that trolls can regenerate.
Oh, that's good information. Thank
And
you.
Eerie speaks up. Yeah, he only knows that because of me.
Oh,
Because
well,
of the
what do
books.
you know, Miss Erie? What else do you know? What can you tell me? Give me something spicy.
I
Tell
know,
me
I
your
know that trolls they can regenerate. They also sometimes if they lose some of their limbs, they can act on their own. It's really weird, honestly.
Oh,
Also, there's different variants of trolls, but I'm probably going to be making my way down to King's Cross here soon and reading up on them.
I
Seeing as,
see.
unless Carrick can find who's giving these quests out. She looks at Carrick in like a judging look. Hey, I'm trying, okay?
Oh well. I do wish you luck with that. Sorry I can't help though. We should go. Well, it's obvious. But thank you for all the information you gave me, Miss Erie. It was really helpful. I'm sure my friend will be very, very excited that
That's no
I
problem.
was able to come upon information that she wasn't.
Well, it's nice to meet you all. We're probably gonna get back to our lunch.
Yes, of course.
Maybe we'll
Sorry
see
to
you out
disturb
there
you.
on the field.
Of course, yes, maybe. Well, we're not that good at it yet, but maybe, maybe someday. Let's go, guys.
All right.
Alright.
You guys get up from the table. You guys leave the Sapphire Chalice.
Yeah. As soon as we're out, I wanna say to Rumble and Olem, I'm not really sure if we should meet up with the others first, but I think it would be a good idea to go to the guard house, to the jail as soon as possible and get that contract. because they might beat us to it.
Are you sure that we are capable of taking down a troll?
Well, I guess we'll. I guess we'll see. I'm sure we'll be fine. But we just need to go and get the contract. So if they eventually find the place, I don't know Miss Erie seems to be a very informed person. Maybe she would be able to find it if they gave her a chance. But we shouldn't risk it.
Oh, if you believe that is the smartest thing to do, then probably we should do it.
Yeah. Where was the sapphire chalice, by the way? Okay.
This one.
Okay.
And the guard, the jail is this.
So it's pretty close. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we like retro a little bit, because before I assume we walked out.
Yeah.
Before we walked out, Rumble wanted to check where the owner was. If he seemed to have wanting to go to us, or did he just go somewhere else?
Well, so with your, I was gonna actually say this. I forgot. With your 24 perception, you during the conversation, you were kind of in and out of that conversation at the table. You were focused on Marathil sometimes.
Yeah.
He came down and walked down a back hallway, which seemed to be like where his office might have been.
Okay.
That's good to know.
So,
Okay.
you guys make your way to the top of the
they're outside as well. Rumble's just gonna look inside his bag, just checking he didn't steal anything.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Make a wisdom check. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, shit!
Yeah. Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
We just returned something.
Make a perception check. Maqwynn?
I did.
you already
It's
did.
an 8.
Okay. All right, you guys make your way out of the sapphire chalice.
Yeah, but as they were making their way out, Rumble was checking his bag just to see if he
So-
did steal anything.
As you check your bags, you notice that there is a ring, a very nice ring. It's a silver ring with jade inlays. And as do you pull it out of your bag or just keep it in the bag?
He's gonna pull it out. It's like, Maqwynn, Rumble did it again.
Oh man. You know, I'll open the door just a little bit, toss it inside. Whoever is the owner will just search for it. Okay?
Maqwynn, make an intelligence check.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's still an 8.
I'm gonna make one for Olam because this is funny.
It's funny.
I said intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Oh, okay.
It's not worth
As you
advice.
pull it out of the bag, because you guys can understand Olam.
Yeah.
He looks at it and starts laughing. Oh, that was the ring that carrot guy was wearing.
Oh.
Who?
Carrick, you know, the person we were just talking to?
Oh no.
Okay, no, see? It's fine. It's fine. He didn't see anything. Just toss it inside. He'll look
No.
for it. They'll find it on the floor. It's going to be fine. Just
No, Rumble needs to return it, and he turns so
no.
to walk
Stop.
back in.
Wait. Stop. Give it to me.
Nope, he walking.
No, wait. I'll return it. Just give it to me. I'll convince him
No, Rumble,
that
Rumble
he
has to-
dropped it.
No,
Oh man.
Are you trying to stop her or him at all?
I'll trail after him inside and try to diffuse as much of the situation as I can.
Yeah, Rumble is gonna walk straight over to that guy.
Well, it's nice to see you again.
Yes, see, my friend found something, and I think it belongs to you. Rumble?
Rumble looks very confused at you, Maqwynn, and is like, just in a very confused manner, just slowly reaches the ring over.
Make a deception check.
Who?
Please,
Oh,
don't
Maqwynn.
I don't know what
betray me now.
Maqwynn's deception modifier is.
It's a 7.
Woo!
Oh, well, thank you very much for returning it. I don't know how it would have fallen off my hand, but all right. And he takes the ring and puts it back on.
Did you lose any weight recently? All that adventuring, I mean.
I
Pretty
probably
good.
Without this ring of protection, I would have been, well,
Face palm.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's a good thing. This is a good thing. Well, I hope it continues to protect you, wherever you may
me
go.
as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Rumble, was it, right?
Yes. Rumble.
Oh, see.
Thank you for returning this.
You've returned it.
No.
Now we should go.
Rumble is very sorry, and he's just gonna place 2 gold coins on the table.
He looks at you and like what the hell? As you guys make your way back
I'll just
out
make
of the
a
sapphire
shrugging
shop.
motion.
Yeah, Rumble just basically bowed his head, saying, Rumble is very sorry, placed the 2 gold, and then he went out.
All right. And you guys make your way out of the sapphire chalice.
Oh well.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Let's go to the guardhouse. To the jail. Let's go to the jail. Let's go to the jail. We fucked these people enough already. Let's just get the job and be on our way.
So you guys make your way to the jail.
Yeah.
The 2 same guards every single time are out there.
Oh, hi again. What was
Oh,
your name,
hello.
Steve? Dan? What was it?
No, it's not our name at
Oh,
all. Actually,
what is it? I'm sorry, I don't remember. I'll try to remember better for next time.
The guard on the right. Well, my name is Evrand.
Even.
And the guard on the left. My name is Vexador.
Even in Vexador. That's amazing.
I assume you need to speak with Cornelius.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much. Could we see him now? Is he busy?
He sighs. Yeah, give me a second. And he turns around and walks inside. The other one starts talking to you. So, what are you all up to today?
Well,
Rumble's been good.
yes, that is true. Rumble has been very good. He's been
That's
amazing,
good to
really.
hear.
Good
Any,
person.
any things planned for the day?
Well, we did some research about the troll. And that's about it, really. We drank some, and that's about it.
A
Very
couple minutes
boring.
later, you see the same visage of the great guard Cornelius walking out. Hold on, I'm gonna put him up because Sekiam hasn't seen him yet. In his beautiful elven attire, long blonde hair. Oh, it's great to see you all again. What do I owe the pleasure?
Hi. Well, we were thinking about it and we did some research, and our friends are still doing some research. So we thought, you know what? Strike while the day is young.
iron's
And
hot.
we,
Alright.
yes, exactly. Strike. I'm not really a blacksmith. I don't know. But yes, I think that's the expression. And well, we came to take that troll job.
I kind of figured you were coming over here for that. I've actually been saving it for you.
Oh, thank you so
And he
much. That's
actually
amazing.
pulls out of his pocket a rolled up piece of parchment and hands it to you, Maqwynn.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Cornelia. You know, I never asked you your last name.
Yes.
Now we get to the important stuff.
What? Well, of course, if you don't want to share, I don't want to impose.
Oh shit, I actually had it written down somewhere. Where did it go? Hold on. It's here somewhere. There it is. Oh, sorry, I guess it never came up in conversation. It's Maqwynn, Cornelius Maqwynn.
Maqwynn.
I'll write it in chat for you. No, that's not it. Sorry.
Wow.
There we go.
That's a Welsh name.
No.
Oh, I'm updating the OneNote as well.
Maqwynn. Oh, Maqwynn. Is that familiar from somewhere?
You've never heard of the last name?
Where did you come from? I mean, your home city, is it Aeldun?
Oh, yes, I was born and raised in East Varya. I'm not from Aeldun, but I am from East Varya. I was born and raised in I was born and raised in Dasto, not too far from here, across the High Reach Mountains, and well, as soon as I became of age, become a golden god and made my way up.
Oh, that's impressive. Look at you now. You're, all important guard boss and
Well,
stuff.
Not that important, but
Well, you're important to us.
oh,
Well,
Excuse me, Cornelius.
yes.
You wouldn't happen to know where Rumble would be able to donate money to people that would need it?
Well, the treasury takes donations and will disperse that kind of money throughout the city to those who need it. The city kind of has a standard payment that everyone gets, unless their job gives them more. So everyone makes around the same income unless they are getting more income through other means. So they disperse that. You can also go to local stores and give them money to help them with their goods and things. We don't really have necessarily a place that you could just donate things.
Perhaps there should be. Rumble took notice of children having to steal food for themselves.
Oh, right. Well, I don't think you should worry too much about that. It's a weird game that they actually play.
Can I insight that?
I check that bullshit.
Yeah.
Insight. Yeah, insight.
No, I'm not that wise.
Sounds like he's telling the truth. He doesn't have it. There's no reason for him to lie to you guys.
That is a very odd game. Rumble
It's also-
never heard of children playing such game.
Well, it's not really all of the children that play it. It's more of the, how would you say, riffraff, the ones that like to make trouble. They steal as much as they can and then count up how much they've stolen, and the one who's stolen the most wins. I don't know what they win, but we've had to apprehend multiple of them. Obviously, not taking them to jail, but speaking with their parents.
Wow. So
Yeah. Quite weird. I've never, in my line of work in my life, you only see something like that in a place that doesn't have many things to do, I guess.
Well,
Most of,
maybe you
most
should
of
invest
Aeldun-
in a more, well, not you, the city, I guess, in a more
Do you
dynamic educational system.
Do
So,
you happen to know where some of these children that likes to play these games tend to hang out?
I would say a majority of them live in Southgate, near the ports. But there's not many of them. It just happens on occasion.
All right.
it's where our tavern is, so we can just pass by and try and find them on the way back.
That was
Just
what Rumble was thinking.
Understand the game. Okay, well, Cornelius, thank you so much for your time. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, always a pleasure as well.
We should-
When you,
Mhm.
I just have to let you know, I'm not going to let Garen know you have the contract until tomorrow, so your time will start tomorrow, not today. You'll have a week from tomorrow to bring evidence of a troll back.
Cornelius, please don't take this the wrong way, but my heart sings for you. Thank you so much. You're amazing. And I'll pat him on the arms and then just squeeze him real tight.
he laughs a little bit. Thank you. It's the least I can do for adventurers who helped our city. I love this city dearly, and I hate to see things like that happen. And since you all helped so very much, it's the least I can do. Plus, you continue to help us out after the fact. Tomorrow, stop by and I can go over the details. I can't go over the details much with you now because...
It's fine. Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.
Yes. Well, until tomorrow then. Such a surprise. Have a good rest of the day. Have a good one.
You as well.
Yeah.
So, do you guys where do you guys want to go?
Yes, go back to the tavern. We agreed to meet everyone there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So going back to the other party, Landon, Glitch, and Varya. Varya, you make great conversations with the librarian. After about an hour and a half, you realize that the time has gotten a little out of hand, and you leave the library to meet up with your friends, who last you heard were in the Platinum Sanctuary of Bahamut. Glitch, as you are sitting there worshiping and paying tribute to Bahamut, Landon, you notice this as well. From the fountain in front of Glitch, as he's worshiping, his eyes closed, it looks like some of the water trickles over the edge and kind of starts to slowly trickle towards him, and it coalesces and goes up his... Because would Glitch be on his knees?
Yeah.
Okay, so the water starts to go up your knees and then into your fingertips, and you see what tiny little sparks at the tips of his fingers. And it almost looks like from the ceiling, which is entirely glass, it looks like a ray of sun just beams onto Glitch for a second. And Glitch, you feel a warmth encase your body.
Oh. Wait, are you referring to Landon or Glitch right now?
Well, you see this happen, Landon.
Okay, and the warmth is felt by Glitch.
Yeah, the warmth is... Yeah.
Okay. I think Landon just assumes they're adventurers and amazing people and that this is a normal occurrence.
Yeah. So Glitch's mouth is moving, but no sound is heard as he is being taken hold of, apparently.
And it does pass very very quickly. And what would you like to do? Varya, at this point, you are cresting right to the stairs of the Platinum Sanctuary.
Okay.
Yeah, so after it goes away, Glitch kind of just stands there for a moment in a bit of shock, but then looks around, and if people are looking at him, he kind of just turns around and starts walking the other direction, trying to act like nothing happened.
Okay. You get a couple people that look at you, but one of which is a priest, and the priest kind of just nods in your direction as an acknowledgement of they know what this is.
Nice. And he like nods back like oh, nothing. Hey.
And I assume you guys are making your way out of the Platinum Sanctuary?
Yes,
Okay.
we would probably try to go back to Sailor's Knot and the Bannered Mare.
All right. So as you all make your way back to the Bannered Mare, the Rumble Olam, Maqwynn getting there first. I assume you guys are probably sitting at a table, just talking amongst yourselves, waiting.
Yeah.
All right. Glitch and Varya walk in with a new figure with them, and you all see the new figure, and that is where we're going to take a break, because we haven't had a break yet. Is everyone okay with the break?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
All right. So, last we left off, you guys all converged back at the Bannered Mare and Sailor's Knot. The three of you, Rumble, Maqwynn, and Olam, sitting at a table conversing amongst each other, see Varya and Glitch and a new figure accompanying them walk through the door and make their way towards you.
I'm gonna go up to the table. Where's Sea Salt? He's not here, and I assumed he'd be with you.
We
No.
haven't seen him. What do you mean he's not here?
Well, he wasn't with us.
He wasn't, but he left with you.
Uh,
Didn't you? You know, he's not a small person. Didn't you see him disappear? No? No? Okay. It's fine, you know? It's fine.
I'm
Don't
sorry,
worry
I
about
just...
Don't. It's fine. It's totally fine. He does this a lot, actually. So she's gonna show up at some point, probably.
Probably.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry.
No
I didn't
problems at
mean
all.
to sound rude. I didn't mean to make it sound like you were at fault of
It's
something.
fine.
It's fine. So
We
Who
brought,
is-
a human. He was following us, and we couldn't shake him.
Come on, Val. Var. Sorry. Come on, Var. No, don't be so rude.
Hi, I'm Landon, and I heard you guys were gonna fight trolls, and I was like, I want to fight trolls. So, hi. It's nice to meet you. Then he awkwardly like puts his hand out in a weird wave handshake thing. Like he doesn't really know what to do.
Yeah. Well, I get this feeling that we used to have a different sixth member, but I don't know if that was my imagination or not. But I thought it'd be good to have another friend. So if you guys don't mind, I think you could join us.
Rumble doesn't mind at all. The more the merrier.
yeah, sure. Hi, Landon. This
Hi.
is Rumble.
Rumble waves.
Hi, Rumble. Wait, Jonathan, I have a question because Rumble and I were talking, or Talei and I were talking. Would I realize that the tabaxi is from Citra or Siri?
So tabaxi aren't necessarily just from Siri. However, a majority of them are. I mean, they're all over the world, but a very big population percentage of them are from Siri. I mean, what Rumble wears is probably something citron in nature, so you might be able to. You can make a. Well, I would say you'd probably be able to ascertain that Rumble has been to Citra.
Is that like, does that work for you, Talei?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Landon will just keep it in mind. He won't say anything yet, but he'll keep it in mind. Hi, I'm Landon. It's nice to meet everyone, adventurers.
Yeah.
Very, very nice meeting you as well.
The dwarf in the back is Olan.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
I think he likes you.
What did he say?
Hello to me.
He says it's nice to meet you.
I like your outfit too.
Precious boy.
Okay. So, well, it's everyone sit down and so here's the deal.
I feel like there's just like 5 chairs, and Landon like awkwardly has to grab a 6th chair from a different table.
It's probably 3 chairs and everyone else has to grab a different chair. So don't be mad. We kind of took the contract already, but you see, there was these people that we met that were gunning for it, and I thought it'd be better to take it now, and so I went to the guardhouse, and Cornelius said that he's been keeping it for us, and he said he's not gonna tell Mr. Tigerhawk about us taking the contract until tomorrow, so we can just go tomorrow morning, and the time starts tomorrow, basically. So it's all fine.
Oh, yeah, that turned out a lot smoother than I thought. I almost, I was about to say we lost a day, but I suppose the taskmaster is a very considerate man. And
yeah, sure. Yeah, so how did it go with you? Did you find anything?
Yes, I did, Glitch and I were able to locate some literature talking about the hunting of trolls. I think, most notably, are any of you particularly good at procuring fire or acid of some sort?
Nope.
Yes, it was very interesting. They seemed to be vulnerable to it or something like that.
Possibly not.
Yeah, so maybe we should have plans if Glitch or I cannot land a solid firebolt. We might need to, have torches or something at the ready, or perhaps. We can definitely talk about this on the road. There's some other things that we discovered, and I'm just going to relate a bunch of, a summarized version of the stuff that we saw in the Book of Trolls.
Okay.
Also,
Rumble looking like he's trying to get to understand half of the things you're relaying.
nice. Also, Bahamut thought that we could probably use a little bit more help in the healing department, so he kind of gave me that power.
He thought he spoke to you?
You're friends with Bahamut?
Well, yeah. Is that weird?
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
That is very impressive, is anything.
Oh well, I guess I thought everybody did that with the one they worshipped. Oh well, yeah.
That is remarkable. The giver is nowhere near as forthright with me. However, that sounds wonderful, Glitch.
Yeah. So does he speak to everyone? How often does he speak?
Oh well, I mean, it hasn't happened too often. He's a very busy guy, I try not to disturb him too much.
What does he sound like?
Have you ever met Sean Connery.
No.
Oh, you mean that bard? I've seen some of his plays, yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah,
though,
well,
isn't
he sounds a lot like Sean Connery.
he? Really?
Yeah. Well, here, let me see if I can do his voice real quick. He sounds like this. And he told me that we needed to take better care of ourselves. And then he mentioned something about a submarine, that we will not sink this submarine. This is his submarine. And anyway, that's kind of how he sounded.
What's a submarine?
I have no idea.
Well,
Obviously, he knows things that we know not of.
Rumble is gonna take his hand and just place it on your forehead. It's like, are you sure you're quite alright? Just to see if you have
yeah.
a fever of everything.
Wait,
roll
did
on
you
that.
clean your hands?
Roll a medicine check.
Well, anyway, I'm sure he sounds different to everyone. Who knows?
Glitch definitely does not have a fever. He's actually colder than most people, being.
Oh no!
I feel I want a
He's an
flavor
impact
that
people.
whenever people touch him, they just get like a static shock.
Yeah, actually, as Rumble touches your head, his hair starts to like, kind of like
I
a cat
start to
with
get-
static. Yeah, it starts to like stand up on its head.
Oh, sorry about that. I conduct a lot of electricity.
But this is like he just doesn't know what to say. He just slowly moves his hand away. It's like, but you do feel very cold. Perhaps you should rest a little bit.
Perhaps we all should. We do have an extra day, more so than we thought, but we still do have to buy off our carts tomorrow, and I believe Cornelius would want to see us at least again, as he has with the goblins.
Yes, he did say something like that he would like to see us.
Alright, Rumble and Olam, before you turn into the night, turn in for the night, if I could speak with you very quickly, just before we all go to bed. But other than that, I will be going up shortly.
Of course, Rumble, I'm more than happy to speak to you.
By the way, it is like 4 in the afternoon,
Oh, dang it.
like 3 or 4. in the
I want to go shopping, actually.
I'd go with you.
Yeah, let's go shopping.
We do need to pay off the cart. We should consider buying the carts and horses.
But that's so boring.
I mean, we are renting them, and long term, if this is an action, then
Can we just buy like a lion to ride or something? It's way more dramatic.
practically
See a
speaking,
lion?
though.
Well, I mean that it's an example. We could buy like a.
Look, I will get you a lion someday, Mac. But,
Well,
perhaps
it's not the
now.
lion. It's not.
Mac will remember this.
It's not a lion thing. It's like a flare thing. You know, I can't be seen just like lugging around on a cart. Like at least if we have a cart, let it be like a fancy carriage or something, with lots of frills and glittery parts.
Can we work our way up there, though?
Is that
Sure.
where you were recognized today, Maqwynn? Because you're famous.
Exactly. Yes, I am a famous performer.
Wait, what?
Back when I'm back home. Well, I met one of my longtime patrons
I
from
see.
back home today. We had a good talk.
Yes.
He thought I
perhaps-
was dead for some reason.
Oh, he must have been very sad. I
Mhm.
guess overjoyed to have seen you now. Was he
Yeah.
a particular fan of yours?
Well, he was just a person that came to a lot of my performances. He was a nice old man. Used to chat it up with my parents at the bar.
Fair enough.
Oh well. Shopping?
Shopping.
Well, Rumble would like to look for those children we were talking about with Cornelius, Maqwynn, but I can follow.
Oh, the children? Yeah, sure, we can do that. They're here in the port, right? So we can just just
Something
look
about
around.
the South Gate.
Yeah, they're at Southgate. So, I think we can just go around and go through Southgate to reach the bazaar.
Yes. Rumble will be keeping an eye out for them.
Are you guys okay with that? We're looking for some kids. Apparently, they've been playing a game where they steal things.
Gasp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with this game.
Yes,
Neither is Rumble.
it was weird to us too. Cornelius said, "Oh, by the way, I found out what his last name. Cornelius, I mean."
Oh.
Yes.
Well, oh, you don't want to know? Oh,
I just didn't really think it was important.
I had moments where I was just feeling bad, you know? Because we've been referring to the Taskmaster by his first name this whole time. And that seems
what do
rather
you
rude.
mean?
Yeah.
He's extremely attractive. Of course, it's
Yeah,
important.
I know he's extremely attractive.
Well, I
That's
don't know.
all.
He's not really my type.
Well, okay. His name's Maqwynn.
His name is Maqwynn? Like Maqwynn Cornelius? Or Cornelius
No,
Maqwynn?
Cornelius Maqwynn.
Okay.
He was born and raised in Dasta. If it makes any difference to anyone, I guess
Rumble
not.
not sure where that place is.
It's fairly close, I think. Well,
Yeah.
comparatively.
Rumble is not from this part. So Rumble not know.
Me too. So, Glitch, what did you want to buy?
Well, Muhammad also told me, well, here, let me just do his voice. I think you might benefit from wearing some armor. You can probably find it in the market. I don't know.
I don't know.
Dear Lord.
Anyway, I think it'd be good to
Maqwynn
pick
sign.
some up.
Yeah, oh God, you killed me. You
If
killed
only
me.
we can see Billy right now. Uh,
Oh man! Every time I hear that voice, I think of that stupid knock knock joke, and I love that joke so much. Anyway, so benefit from some armor. We should get some armor then. What kind of armor are you looking for?
Nothing. Well, actually, maybe I'll just see what's for sale and afford.
Okay, well, we should go then. If anyone doesn't mind, make our way up through the south gate, so we can try and find those kids that been. I'm just really curious. What's the point of it all, really? Why are you like?
But if you guys don't want to take the long way around, Rumble is quite fast. So Rumble can go there on his own if you don't want to take the long path and catch up with you very fast.
I think, you know what? I think I'll go with Rumble, because I don't mean to be rude, Glitch, but you're moving kind of slow a little bit.
Okay.
I think it will even out if you go through the tunnel and we go through the south gate. I think we might get at the market at the same time. Possibly.
Well, if you say so.
Split the party again!
Well, just for walking.
Alright, I personally will be going to the stables to try to negotiate a price to buy our horses. So,
Where
find
were-
me there.
Where were they?
I believe
In
they're
the
in the
gold
gold market.
Well, we are heading for the golden market, so
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but specifically.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are
And
leaving. the
what
Banded Mare?
about you, Landon?
I think over here in the conversation, Landon hears tunnel, walking alone in the dark tunnel with glitch. And he's like, I will take my chances with the two new people.
You can come with us.
Oh,
Some
okay.
stealing children on the way. It's
We're not stealing children.
Children? You're stealing children?
no, the
No,
children.
Rumble would never do such a thing.
I think Landon's like looking around, saying like, "Are there any other adventurers? Maybe I
No,
could harass instead."
I would never steal a child.
Thank you for vocalizing that.
I might make up one.
You made what?
What?
Make it up, you know.
Oh.
Invent a child with my tales. Then everyone believes me that there's a child with that name and that particular look, and that child exists forever.
But wouldn't that be lying?
More like storytelling.
Stories can be lies too, but
You know, I'm not trying to convince anyone that the child exists. I can't do anything about the fact that I'm so convincing.
Oh my god.
They
No.
choose to believe.
So
Anyway.
I get this right. Maqwynn and Rumble are going to take the long way around through Southgate to Gold.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rest of you
Landon
are
will
taking
go with them.
with Landon. The rest of okay. So we're splitting the party into three again. The rest of you are taking the shortcut through the central tunnel leading through the city straight to Golden Market, right?
Yep.
All right. So let's see. Varya, you're going to the stables, right?
Indeed.
I'm thinking just meet up at the Golden Market, because
Where are you going, Glitch?
I guess to the smithy, the blacksmith.
All right. Olam will go with you.
All right.
All right. So, as we'll go with the party of three, Maqwynn, Rumble, and Landon, as you guys are making your way through Southgate, make not investigation, more perception. You're trying to perceive and look out for suspicious children.
oh wow. +6,
Okay.
that's awesome.
So walking through Southgate, you see a couple children that are playing like in the yard of their house, not very old at all. Walking through Southgate, as opposed to like the Golden Market and the guard housing, the houses aren't as extravagant and well kept. It seems like this section of the city is, if you could call it, the more slum area, but there's not really a slum here. Everyone gets paid the same amount unless they're working and getting paid even more. It just seems kind of like it's been hit by the elements more, being that it's closer to the port, and seawater spraying up in this direction, and the houses kind of look more weathered than the ones up north. But you don't see. What exactly are you looking? You're just looking for children?
Yeah.
For stealing children.
Stealing
For
children, yeah.
thieving children.
Okay, yeah. So none of these children that you're looking at, they all seem to be playing. It's still kind of like early evening, so you don't see any children that are stealing or look to be stealing.
Well, that's a bust. Maybe when we get back from the troll, we can try again. It's not that important, but like, they shouldn't be stealing things.
No, stealing is very bad.
Mhm.
Says Rumble.
He knows it's wrong.
Were you robbed by a child?
No,
Oh,
just something. Rumble is just to help people. If Rumble can help children realizing their mistakes and the bad what in they're doing, it's good enough for Rumble.
Okay, I get that.
So, you guys walking around Southgate, it takes you about an hour to get to the Golden Market.
okay.
The ones walking through the actual corridor leading to the Golden Market, it takes you guys about 25 minutes. You guys can't hear my fan in the background, can you?
No, you
Okay.
can't hear anything.
Okay, so the ones that go through the corridor or the tunnel, it takes you about 25 minutes. Varya, here. Golden Market. And as you approach the Golden Market, it is as busy as ever. People trading things, buying things, walking in and out of shops. So we'll start with Varya. You make your way over to the stables.
Can I just say Olam's with me for the purposes of just tracking him?
Olama was with Glitch, but if you want, yeah,
Oh,
that's fine.
I don't know. Sorry.
That's fine.
No. Okay.
So you and Olama make your way over to the stables.
Yeah.
Same rough-looking stable guy, stable owner there. Oh, it's nice to see you back here.
Hello. My friends and I, as I'm sure you remember, we were here approximately, I think it was 5 days ago, and we rented some horses from you.
I do remember.
I was wondering if we could negotiate a way to buy the horses and carriages permanently, because it seems that our adventuring group is becoming a slightly more permanent arrangement.
All right. Well, you're looking to buy what you currently have?
Yes, if possible.
All right. The stable master turns around and looks through some documents.
I'm gonna go just wave hi to Jackson while I'm here.
He waves back and continues to pay and throw it over some of the stables so that he walks into one of them and starts dispersing the hay. All right, so it looks like I have rented 2 horses and a horse and carriage, right?
That is correct.
For a total of 48 gold pieces for 5 days.
It was for the entire week, I believe, but yes.
Yes, that one. So, that's just the renting cost. Now, the buying cost is a little more expensive, but with your, well, you have another paper with the discount, or?
We do not at this time, no.
Alright, so without the discount, alright, so a horse for riding, one is going to be 75 gold.
Understood.
And the horse and carriage is going to be 150 gold.
So that would be 300 total, I suppose.
Correct. Now, if you have one of those discount thingies, it'll be a lot cheaper.
A lot cheaper to the tune of how much? And I don't.
Well, 50% of the cost.
That is quite a bit cheaper. Yes, I will go and see if I can. I may be back here then.
By the way, I think tomorrow is when I need those horses back if you're not planning on buying.
Understood. I don't suppose our previous rental has any effect on the overall pricing of this structure, does it?
Well, we rent per job based on the gods, so if the gods gave you a piece of paper for a job, you can get the 50% discount. However, since your job is now over and your rental is coming to a close, we'll have to go back to normal pricing. Unless you can get another one of those papers, and
So-
it's 50% off.
Understood. So is this just... Would a contract be sufficient, or would would we require a special waiver from explicitly for horses and transportation from the lawmen of Aeldun?
Well, the way it works is that you need that piece of paper because it tells me how long you are going to need the horse. A quest or piece of paper from your said adventure doesn't really do much, so we need something from the gods themselves.
Understood.
Any other questions?
No, but we will be back.
All right.
We'll be back.
And I assume you make your way. What would you like to do now?
I think I'd wait up for the other people. Or I think I'd wait up to find like the rest of the Mac and everyone else because I'm not sure I feel comfortable just waltzing into Cornelius's office alone.
Okay.
Well, with Olam, I guess, but still.
That's like going alone anyway.
Olam does tell you that he does wish to buy some units.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna tag along with him then.
Okay, so we'll go over to Glitch. Glitch, you make your way. It's kind of south of the Golden Market. Hold on, I'll just show you where the blacksmith is. Quick. Right here. You see that?
Sorry, could you ping it again? I had the pictures open still.
Right here.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Next to the
So
spot.
you're kind of south. Goddamn. Replay it? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez!
Oh, jeez, Rick! Alright. So, you make your way over to the blacksmith. Hold on.
Standing by.
So, as you make your way to the blacksmith, you hear what sounds like the tinging of the metal, and as you walk closer, you do kind of feel the heat from the smith itself. A sign above the blacksmith's says cinder orbs, and it is a glowing orange ball. Is the as you get closer, you see what looks like a burly human wearing like traditional blacksmith clothing over top of like custom-made smock of black and red accents with a red orb in the center, glowing red orb. He's bald, but he has a rather astonishing mustache.
Ooh.
I will show you what he looks like.
Wow.
Mustache.
Those muscles, though.
And as you get closer, he's just swinging away at what looks to be a sword, very heated sword.
Hello, good sir. Wow, the muscles. I was wondering if I could buy some armor.
As you approach and start talking, he looks at you. 1 second, and he kind of puts the sword in what seems to be some water, and steam starts to billow from it. And he puts it. He leaves it there. Well, welcome to Cinder Orbs. What can I help you?
Do you have any armor for sale?
I have plenty of armor. What kind of armor do you need?
Good armor would be
Oh, well,
great.
I have plenty of good armor here. I make it all myself, so what exactly do you need? I'm sorry to be so straightforward, but kind of busy.
Oh, no, I get that. maybe not the best armor, but I've never worn armor before. I got to be honest with you.
You don't look like the type that has armor. Well, I have studded leather armor, I have some scale mail, I have some half plate, I have some chain mail, I have some plate armor, and I have some magic stuff. So, what exactly do you think you need? What do you need it for?
Well, I've been adventuring a lot more, and friends and I are gonna go fight a troll. Something that could keep me at least a little bit more safe. What about this? I like magic. What kind of magic stuff do you got?
Well, I've been working with the magical owner here. I make some of the armor. I bring it to him for commissions, and he magically enhances the armor. And some people just can't pay it, so I have leftover stuff. Well, other than the traditional stuff that I just told you, we have some shields that are a little magical in essence. We have some very, very well-made, ornate ringmail armor, some adamantine armor, and we also have some mithril armor. All been enhanced a little bit.
What kind of difference does mithril or adamant make the armor?
Hold. I have it here. You said mithril, right?
Mithril and adamantine.
All right, so he turns around. Here, let me show you. And he turns around and grabs out what looks to be a beautiful, well-crafted. From all of the other stuff that you've seen here, it's all very well crafted, but this almost looks to like glisten in the sunlight. It looks like it's otherworldly as he pulls it out. So this armor right here, mithril is a very lightweight type of material. So any kind of armor you make this out of, usually if it's heavy enough, will make running and being kind of stealthy a little bit at a disadvantage. But this, however, will make it much easier and won't tread so heavily as the other one.
Oh. And that was the mithril armor, correct?
Right. Mithril. Adamantine armor. Flipping pages. Adamantine is a very oh no. Billy has to go.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Why you
It
do
happens.
this?
I'm sorry. Wanted to stay. I can't. No. Please don't leave for the troll without me.
I don't think we will.
Yeah, we
we'll end the
won't.
session soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye for now. Don't leave.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye.
See ya.
So he puts the
That's
mithril
okay.
away, and he picks up. But look, it's a very, very well crafted piece of armor, and it looks to be a very dark metal. So adamantine armor is a very, very sturdy metal. Whatever type of armor you make it out of. This one in particular is a plate. If anyone hits you with harder force than normal, such as like a critical hit, it becomes a normal hit.
Oh, wow. And what kind of armor was the mithril made out of?
Mithril.
Well, I mean, you said
What
this
type?
one is adamant. Yeah, type.
This is ringmail.
Is ringmail medium or heavy?
Ringmail is heavy.
Ooh. Uh-huh. Very interesting.
So, are you looking to buy the mithril, the adamantine, or just some?
Well, how much would you take for the mithril?
The mithril itself is going to be 130 gold pieces.
Ah, I think I could do that.
All right. Is that it? Is that you want the mithril?
Yeah. It sounds like as good as anything I. Yeah, why not?
All right. So he pulls out the mithril armor, which is ringmail, and it's kind of like chainmail, but as you pick it up, when usually chain or ringmail is 40 to 55 pounds, this is half the weight. It almost feels feather-like as you pick it up.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it sounds pretty perfect for glitch.
So you can mark off 130 gold pieces. And you can mark that you have mithril ringmail armor.
Woohoo!
Which is ringmail is a 14 armor class plus. No, it's just 14. Hold on. Yeah, so this is it can be worn under your shirt. And with heavy armor that normally poses disadvantage on stealth checks. It says if the armor normally poses disadvantage on dexterity checks or has a strength requirement, the mithril version of this armor doesn't. So you don't take disadvantage on stealth checks from wearing heavy armor.
Yeet.
Well, wearing that way. All right. Is there anything else I can help you with? You need a weapon or anything like that?
Not at the moment. I don't think so.
All right. Well, is that all? Because I gotta get back to forging these weapons.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I'll. That's all I need. Thank you.
Problem. All right. Thank you for your patience. Make sure to come back to Cinder Orbs.
Of course.
And you walk off with your newly purchased mithril armor.
Woohoo!
First magic item of the campaign.
It's not magical.
Oh, never mind. Ignore me.
It's just a type of metal that it's made out of.
Fair enough.
Also, apparently, it just changes it to 14 and doesn't add my dexterity. Or, yeah.
It's like
Kind of.
flat 14.
Yeah, that's what it says in it. It says so. It says. Oh.
Yeah, and when I equipped it, it only changed it to 14, so.
What was it before?
13.
Hey.
It's +1 something.
Yeah.
So mithril as a chain shirt, scale mail, breastplate, or half plate is a plus your dex, and ring mail is
Apparently.
unfortunate.
Well, we'll just have to find some better armor next time. But it'll work for now.
All right. Let's see. Do you think we should call it here, guys?
Yeah, I think we got everything that we
Yeah.
needed.
I know that Olam and Varya are gonna go shopping for potions, and I know that Rumble, Landon, and Maqwynn will be showing up at the Gold Market soon to purchase stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's where we'll end the session. Glitch now has some mithril armor. Varya now knows that you guys need to go back to talk to Cornelius to get the paper. Yeah. Any questions, guys?
Well, I'm all good.
Yeah, it was great.
This is a fun session.
We made a new friend.
Yeah.
Decided Sean Connery is the voice of Bahamut.
The voice of God. Sean
Yeah, I don't
Connery.
think that's actually canon, but okay.
You hear what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Muhammad
exactly.
goes through as a different voice every single time. he talks.
Yeah. Everyone
Yeah.
hears him differently.
It's the reception.
Yeah, it's the reception. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, that was a fun session, guys. I really liked that one. The combat, RP.
That was great.
Rumble stole things. Rumble returned things.
Yeah, Rumble stole a ring of protection. Returned it.
Thank God he looked in the bag
Could have been a ring of protection.
You think he would keep it?
I mean,
Well,
I'm
you could
sure
have given it to
some
one of
people-
us.
I'm sure some people in the party would be interested.
I pulled if you to think that the Rumble would allow that.
Oh, let me see. Ring of Protection. Let me see. Here it is.
I guess we'll just have to keep Rumble's money with us.
Ring of Protection gives you a +1 bonus to your AC.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm a squishy, not wizard, sorceress. Landon. Actually, what's the hit die of a rogue? I have no idea.
D8.
It's a D8.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry that I accidentally gave away your class.
I am pretty sure if you go to the Evrand campaign, you can see it
Yeah.
anyway. So
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Oh, let me stop the music. So
Sorry.
did everyone have fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Y'all are great. I appreciate y'all adopting me. Like both in character and in person. Like like it was like, there's this random human. You know what? Let's go with it.
I've never
Rumble
seen
will
one of these
accept
before.
anyone.
Mac, he followed me home. Can I keep him?
Like a lost. He's a lost puppy. Like I think that's where he's going. That's where he's headed.
Lost boy. Oh man. Maqwynn's
Rumble the
backstory
cinnamon bun will
started.
accept anyone.
Maqwynn's backstory started.
Let's see, what else did we learn this session? Let's see. So we confirmed that in this world, people at least think that lycanthropes, vampires, and changelings exist, which is kind of nice. So, if any of you are a werewolf, I'm going to stab you.
You wouldn't.
So
Yeah, actually, I probably wouldn't.
you also found out the weakness of trolls.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah.
what we were doing. So,
dual,
accomplished, guys.
dual 21s.
Yeah, like what the hell?
hey, I mean, okay, being in her elements in a library is literally what my character would do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just worked out perfectly that both you and Glitch rolled the same thing. Oh man.
But I'm sad we have to stop here. I would keep playing, but I don't think we should keep playing with more than 2 people missing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Plus, you guys are shopping now, so when we pick up next time, you guys can actually shop and spend your money.
Shopping.
Yeah.
Now that Glitch has no more money, he doesn't have to contribute to buying horses.
What? I have like 30 gold left.
Yep.
Landon.
How are you so rich? What the shit?
Well, I rolled a 4 on the D4 whenever we
right,
started,
Yeah, it's like,
and then we got paid twice.
Yeah, it's like, holy crap, you have more money.
Yeah.
That's right. Because
Rumble has a lot of gold he needs to give away.
Landon's just like, how much is a horse anyway? Like 5
Well-
gold?
Now that I spent a lot of my gold, I am now a needy person. I could take some of that gold off.
I mean, if Glitch had said he would need money, Rumble would just like throw gold at his face, basically.
Oh, good. I've been looking for a place to get rid of this. Pulls out a chest full of gold.
I'm hoping we can try to I don't know, figure out some way to keep the video call going. See if we can find something else that doesn't take as much bandwidth.
Yeah.
Do video calls. I wonder. No, I was gonna say. I wonder if a VPN would work. Probably not.
I
No,
don't think
didn't
I'll
really-
do much.
No, didn't really help when I was when doing Overwatch with you, so I don't think it will help anyway.
Well, this is a very fun session, guys. I had tons of fun.
No combat.
Yeah. See, not every session has to have combat.
What?
And now that you know its weakness, I have to up its HP.
What?
All right. Any questions or anything anyone wants to talk about before we get out of here and go our separate ways?
I'll just send a backstory in like the following days, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's fine. You and I can work
Like-
together on it if you want, and
Landon has nothing. Like, yes. Well,
it's fine.
He's a nervous little cinnamon roll who got abducted by an elf and a dragonborn.
So we have 2 cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
Landon was looking for 3 things: someone who looks like insane enough to accept him, nice enough to tolerate him, and like not too overtly strong that they'll just completely ignore him.
Somehow we'd fit all the criteria.
I think as an aggregate. I don't know if individually.
All right, guys. Well, I had tons of fun. I guess we should just start using this server to chat, right? Probably.
Yeah.
Or keep doing what we're doing. I don't know.
Either is fine. It's the same
Yeah.
banana.
All right, guys. Well, I'll talk to you later, and we'll figure out when we're gonna play next.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Have
see
a
you
good
guys.
day, everyone.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
You've been listening to audio from stories being told at the Harp and Hearth Tavern D&D community. If you like to keep up to date with our adventures, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.